Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we will be doing the cushion review of the new Rom&nd cushion. So this is called the Better Than Matte cushion. Okay, so a lot of people, I'm not sure if you guys know. Right, my camera just died, so right now I just wanted to continue what I was saying. So yeah, so today we are going to talk about this cushion from Rom&nd. This is the new release. This is the Better Than Matte cushion. And then if you guys, I'm not sure if you guys know, but every time people talk about matte cushion, right, Rom&nd is one of the ones with good coverage, with the matte finish. Everyone will talk about their zero cushion. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a wear test for both of this cushion. This one on the left side, like this side, and then on the grey one on the side of my face. So right now I have both of them on, and then yeah, so let's just talk about these two cushions, like an intro. So this one, the biggest difference between these two cushion foundation is that this one has SPF 50+, PA triple plus, and this one has SPF 20 and then PA double plus. Both are 14 grams. So the main difference I would say is either the finish or how it wears, and most importantly is the amount of SPF in them, right? And both of them actually looks pretty similar, it's just different color. Honestly, when I first bought this one, I have no intention of liking it because I look at it a few times and I don't want to pick this up because of how boring. Okay, it's boring to me, like the packaging looks like. It's not something that I will gravitate towards or will be interested, but I've seen a couple of YouTube videos that says that this one's actually pretty good for daily wear, so I got it, but I'm not stoked about the way or the finish of it because it's more towards the matte side and I'm not into that. Yeah, so that is that. And also both of this color I got them, both of this cushion I got them in the color number 23, which is the darker shade of the three that they have. And I'm not sure if you guys can see, but even with the darker shade it is still leaning more towards the lighter shade of 23. And then I'm also going to swatch like these two cushions together with three concept eyes darker shades to let you guys know how they are. I do find that their 23 do lean slightly lighter. Okay, and then the other thing is their puff, which I'm going to talk about later when I actually am going to demo wearing the cushion foundation. Okay, we will now go into how it performs and how it wears. So if you guys are interested on seeing how these two wear and the coverage, then just carry on watching. Okay, so before I kind of apply the things, okay, let's just talk about the puff of the two cushions. Okay, so first of all, the shape is different, right? The new one is a teardrop and the original one is like a circle puff. And when I felt it for the first time, I know that there is significant like thickness to the newer puff. It felt like it's thicker, and if you feel the actual sponge, this one feels like it's less porous, so it's like more silky. This one is silky as well, but you feel like when you kind of really feel it and touch it, you feel like this one is less, like it's, how would I say it? It's not as, you know, closely knitted together, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but I don't know if there is going to be a difference when you apply onto the face. But I've tried this cushion before. I felt like it's very matte. It wasn't like exceptionally like, you know, oil controlling. So at the end of 6 hours, I will still see oil, of course, coming through and whatnot. It didn't separate. It didn't weird funky like the three concept eye one that I just did. But overall it's okay, and definitely number 23, the color, which is the darkest color that they have, is definitely on the lighter spectrum. Yeah, so basically that is that. And then yeah, overall I felt like if you have oily skin and you don't mind like super matte finish and then you like high coverage, then definitely Rom&nd is the one for you. But for me, I'm not into the kind of super mattifying type of look, so I don't gravitate toward this one. But I do feel like if you want your skin to look like generally still kind of matte, like matter than the rest of the cushion foundation, Rom&nd is one that you can consider. So yeah, without further ado, let's see how the new cushion foundation is going to look on my face. I'm going to put one on each side. So I'm going to put the new one on this side just to test the coverage here, okay, because I do know that the coverage of this one is about like a 80 to a 90%, and you can definitely layer them up. So then I'm going to check the new one over on this side, and then the original one, the older one, which is this one, over on this side, so you guys can compare and see. I don't think I've recorded a video on this cushion specifically, but since now that I'm going to do a comparison, then you know, you guys can see two cushion foundation in one video. So first of all, when you open up, they always have this thing here. Okay, and the good thing about Rom&nd is that, you know, they always give something like this, like a sticker with like the date of use, where you can just fill it up and then place it at the cushion, so you know when you open this and you know when to throw this out. So like this cushion out, or like, you know, it's too what like if you use it for a longer time or whatsoever. So I think it's a very good kind of initiative from this brand that they are always up to think about how the user experience can be improved. So I do appreciate what they do. Yep. So okay, so I'm gonna get a little bit. Ooh, a lot. Okay, that's a lot. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I've already prepped my face. Okay, and then I spray on sunblock. This one is the bomb. It's so convenient. Just sprays it on. So I like it. Okay, let's go on. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Okay, and then first layer on, right? I feel like the coverage is about 50%. Okay, and then it's definitely still a little bit fair. Like the color match is still not it's not the best. It's still a little bit on the lighter side. But I think it's not as bad as the 3 Concept I one, the 3 CE ones. That one is like a stark white. So this one layer. Okay, I'm going to go in with another layer to see if I can kind of like build the coverage up for my acne scarring. Okay, I think with the second layer, okay, it's covering up, I think, about 80% of my imperfection, like this. Oh, but if you apply 2 layers, you can really see the stark difference between my face. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go in one more time to see if I can further enhance the coverage, whether you can layer it up or not. Okay, so this is, I think this is as best as it could go. So I think it's about like a 90. Yeah, a little bit like 85-90%. I don't think you can go any more heavier with this one. So yep, this is about like 3 layers over here, and the rest of the face about 2 layers. And then right now we will go to the Zero Matte Cushion. Yeah, just Zero Cushion, the grey one, and then we shall see. Oh, this one, right off the bat, right, I'm not sure if you guys can see, but this one feels a little bit more yellow tone. Yeah, like it's more warm, and I feel like maybe this one actually looks more natural than this one. I'm not sure. Can you guys see the difference? I think you guys can see the difference from the camera. This portion is slightly brighter. This portion is, I mean, the shade is the same, but then this one's slightly warmer, I would have to say. I'm not sure, but this is what I feel like it feels. The vibe it's giving me. Yeah, now that I'm using the sponge, like the cushion puff, I do feel like this one, it's a little bit thinner. That one feels a bit more cushiony. So this is one layer. And then you can see the spots here as a gauge for how well the coverage is. And then in the camera, I feel like this side of the face, it's warmer and a hairline darker. But in the camera, it looks the same. But in real life, I think you guys can see a slight difference. Yeah, because I'm able to pick it up. Like, it is definitely yellower, but it is also darker. Oh, what did I do over here? My lips is gone. Yep. And I think for some reason, I feel like this one has better coverage. Yeah, like I feel like, I don't know. And this one felt like it has a little bit more dew as compared to this one. So now my thought is that if this is supposed to be matte, then I think this one is even matter, because from what I see is that here you can see a bit of sheen. Over here it's lesser. I'm not sure. And this one kind of felt less sticky. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, so this is how the grey one looks like, and this one is how the orange one looks like. I don't know. Yeah, so now I'm gonna set with the powder. Okay, I'm gonna set with the 16 grain blur pack as usual, and then I'm gonna use my new brush from Taobao. Okay, I love the shape. Oh, it's so big, just fits perfectly inside. Okay, that's nice. Oh, you pick up quite a decent amount of product. Okay, let's just, and it's just very soft. It's very affordable and it's very soft. You know, I'm just a little bit sad that I haven't got to know of this powder soon enough. I'm gonna set both with the same powder, and then we shall see how this works. I pat in because this is not a loose powder, so I don't swipe it. Okay, but I usually just kind of press it in because I don't want to affect the product underneath. Okay, and I'm going with a small brush later on to kind of set a little bit under my eyes and around my nose, because this brush is a little bit too big to fit into those places. So I'm just going to kind of just set it. I feel like this powder is pretty nice. Yeah, the way it looks like, it gives me the vibe of the Armani Luminous Silk a lot, just that this one is not colored, right? But it gives me the look and the feeling of it. So yeah, I'm going to go in once more because I don't feel like the whole face is properly set with this. I can feel a bit of tackiness around this portion. Notice, but after I put on powder, I feel like this portion here looks like the coverage is higher. What do you guys think? I'm not sure. Well, okay, so that is that, and then I'm going to put the rest of my makeup off camera. I'm gonna put some bronzer and stuff like that, and I'll check back with you guys. And yeah. So guys, I'm back with my makeup. I didn't put any falsies because my eyes were really irritated from last night, so I decided to put mascara instead. So yeah, this is how it looks like. I feel like after I set it with a powder and after close up, I do feel like this portion, although it looks like better on the camera, I don't know, I'm just looking through the viewfinder, but this portion here is kicking up a little bit, like it's very heavy looking. Over here actually it looks slightly better. Yeah, and then under close inspection, I still feel like this side it's a little bit warmer or a tad darker than this side, so this one looks a little bit brighter. Yeah, that is what I find so far, but the finish of it, I think this one looks better because it kind of looks more, I'm not sure if matte is the correct wording, like this one looks more soft focused. Yes, soft focus, yes. So this one looks more soft focused, but I like the color tone of this one because it's warmer, so it kind of just fits like real life. Like, you know, when people look at me real life, they will definitely know that this one's like slightly brighter for my face, but through the camera this side looks better, I feel like. But this one in real life, like when I'm looking in the mirror, I feel like this one kind of fits my color tone better. And yeah, so this is how it looks like right now, and then I'm gonna check back in like around the 5 hour to the 6 hour mark so that you guys can see how this perform. And then meanwhile, I'm just going to go and see and then record other videos for you guys. And yeah, so I'll check back with you guys soon. Hi guys, right now it's 8:30. It has been on my face for 5 hours, and I think that I should record it before I go for exercise because I want to remove majority of the stuff. So over here you guys can see that this portion, which is a grey colored cushion, it's slightly oilier. Okay, so it looks actually oily, but it kind of melted into the skin with the natural oil that my face has produced, so it looks pretty nice. Like it looks like your buttery skin, you know, that kind of enhanced version, so it looks pretty good. But there's a few things, okay? This portion is oily, this portion is oily, but this is the kind of dew that I kind of like at the end of the day. And then over here there's some caking, right? And then other than that, pretty much the rest of the portions looks pretty good. And then this side surprised me a lot, is that it has remained pretty matte, only a little bit of oiliness here, like a slight dew. You guys can see the comparison, right? And then it's doing better over here where I always have a bit of like kicking. And then but I think because it is a little bit drier, like more matte, this portion here where I'm a little bit dry is kind of kicking, so you can see like it's floating on top, and then it is kind of like settling into any fine cracks of my face. So yeah, so I think that if you guys want to wear this kind of thing and you are more like, you have some kind of places where are slightly drier or like normal skin, you have to moisturize properly because oily portions are looking really good. So this is really like better than matte. Okay, but for this one, it does appear dewy, but it doesn't have the kind of look where you realize that the things are kind of like being like weird or settling into my pores and then create those little sesame seeds. Nope, don't have. But there's one weird thing. Look at the nose. I'm not sure if you guys can see that there's a stroke here. So I feel like this portion here, right, if you were to touch it, then it would have lift off because it is oily. So I mean, I can try. Did it lift off? Oh, actually no, it didn't. It just become matte. Okay, yeah, but basically that is that. And then over places over here is not as bad as this portion. So overall, I think depending on your own preference, like what kind of look you are going for, or like whether this is meant for, you know, being looking matte the whole entire day or whatsoever, you can choose either one. But I have been picking at the camera every now and then, and I feel like this portion is still, the color tone still matches me better because it's like more yellow. Right now I feel like it's matching my neck a tiny little bit better, but it's still fairer. Okay, so hopefully they'll come up with like a slightly darker shade so that it can fit me better. But overall, this thing, I feel like both of them perform really nice. It really depends on what I'm going for, and I feel like although I'm not really into matte, right, matte products, I feel like if this is the one that I have to, you know, go for like a very long day and I have to sweat a lot and I'll be oily, but I want to look as matte as possible, this is the one to go for, because I've never ever tried any cushion foundation that performs this way. Okay, and then take note that I didn't put any primer underneath. I only set it with powder. That's everything. So that says a lot about the oil controlling properties of this Better Than Matte cushion foundation. So this is a good one. I think if you guys are really like oily, super oily skin and you want coverage, and then you really want something that stays a long way, then get this one. Like, really need to get this one. But if you're the kind that you prefer like a matte one, but throughout the day you don't mind it turning dewy and whatnot, then get this one. Okay, but you have to be careful that if you have like a slight, like little bit of dryness, it will catch onto patches for both of them because they are high coverage and they are matte, so you have to take note. For me, when I first tried the grey cushion, I didn't really like it. I felt like it was too thick. So then I thought that it was too matte and it was too heavy, it was too high coverage. But today when I use it, I felt like it was a different experience, and I actually quite like it, especially if I have a lot of things to cover. And if like today it's quite humid and everything's quite hot, I think this one really performed beautifully. So this two cushion foundation, I think it's a thumbs up. I think it's a good one. You guys can try. If you guys are oily, if you're dry, or like if you're normal, I'm not sure if you guys will like this cushion foundation. This two portion here, right, it's getting a little bit wonky, but judging from this portion and my forehead where it's super oily, right, they are performing really good. Like this one feels like it kind of melted into the skin and it's giving you the buttery skin that, you know, like your skin is naturally healthy kind of glow. Whereas this one will give you that very like nice porcelain glow even after you sweat like the whole day. So yeah, I really like both of them. Other than the color, I think if I do get fairer and this one fits me a little bit better, I will see myself using them a lot more. And then always remember that despite sometimes you having the first impression of a cushion that you don't like, always give them a second try, because this is like the second time that I use a cushion where the first time I don't like it and wear it the second or the third time or like subsequent time. This is actually my fourth time using this cushion, and then I have like a new experience, because every single time when I wore it, right, I always felt like it was too thick. But today for some reason I feel different. I feel like, you see, like everything looks very good after 5 hours. I'm not sure if it's going to look worse in the 6 or 7 hour mark, but usually when you perform this at the 5 hour mark, right, it's getting pretty good. So yeah, because it's like about 5.5 hours, so I put it on at about 3 o'clock. So right now it's like 8:30, 8:40, so about 5.5 hours going 6. So yeah, so this is how I feel about it. And the coverage is also pretty good. You guys can see, right, like it stayed pretty much the same way, so I don't have to worry about touching up my makeup. And then under eyes are still pretty good. There's a bit of creasing at my deepest crease for both, okay, but it's not going anywhere. It didn't become less coverage and everything, so I highly recommend this one. I feel like for a Korean brand, and this is the thing and the quality that they had, especially for matte cushion, they are doing very well. Indeed, that's the reason why I can understand why whenever they talk about matte cushion and coverage, Rom&nd is the one to go. I finally understood in this video. And yeah, before I forget, I actually wore my specs over here, and I'm not sure if you guys can see, but they are like minimal lift off from where my nose pad were at. So this one maybe a little bit, but this portion is looking pretty good, am I right? So I'm really impressed with this one, because a lot of the cushion foundation, they will lift off maybe a little bit and whatnot, but this one completely looks really good. You know, you can't really see the marking there. Yeah, so I'm really impressed. I don't know what to say, but I'm just really blown away. Yeah, like. So I hope that this video is of any help to you, and then if you like it, then don't forget to subscribe, and then give this video a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram if you want to. Okay, so definitely stay tuned for more cushion foundations to come, like the reviews and the wear tests and whatnot. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.